This is my honest Parkside tool review. Are you ready? The moment of truth! What the fuck? Hello! In today's video I will be unboxing the Parkside Bandsaw PBS 350 B2, a budget tool that I bought over a year ago, and it's still completely sealed. I've never used a bandsaw in my life, so this will be an honest beginner review. Unboxing, setup and a first cut on a pallet wood. Let's see if this budget tool is worth buying. Looks nice, but quite small. I was expecting something bigger. Some accessories. Here it is. Some corners, I guess it's from the base. We'll attach it in a moment. Let's see what do we have more in the box. Stone, this we don't need. The rubber corners from the base. Some guides. Some Allen keys. The table. And the guide. That's all. This is everything that comes with the box. Look, some life is happening there. This was sealed for 1 year. Run away. Find new home. So this is what we get with the box, and before we can start using the machine we have to attach the table. So let's do it. I have no idea how this will go. First time I'm assembling this and I didn't find any information in the manual. I guess we have to unscrew this bracket because it is preventing the saw going inside this slot, so it will go like that. But before we attach it, we have to unscrew these locking knobs. So the table will have to rest on this screw, and then it will be attached with two knobs from this side. How do I do that? Nobody knows. Very carefully, we don't want to damage the saw. And then from the bottom we have the table resting on the screw, and now we have to lock. I guess this goes first. Then we use the smaller knob. And the bigger one. You have to move the table a bit for finding the position for the thread. I guess we should be able to regulate the angle when we unscrew both of them. So you have the markings and they tell you which angle you have. Don't know how accurate they are though. Let's put it to 0. And yes, when it goes completely on top of the screw, it shows 0 here. Let's tighten this. Is it tight enough? We will see in the process, I guess. And I lost 2 corners from the base. Let's attach them as well. Very easy. Let's screw this bracket again. I wouldn't say it's super sturdy, but I guess for hobby craft work it should be enough. We have a couple of guides. We have this one. I wouldn't say it has a lot of accuracy. I'm quite sure it's 1 degree of displacement here. Yeah, what do you want from a budget tool? And then we have this guide. It is getting fixated like that. Okay, it sits quite sturdy. I like this one better. And I guess you can see the straightness on the rulers from both sides. Let's say we put it on 60 on the top and 60 on the bottom. And I assume we should have 60 when we cut here. The push stick that goes here. And that's it, here we go. The whole machine is assembled and ready to be tested. I never used similar type of machines ever in my life, so I'm quite excited and a bit worried too. Okay, we'll remove these guides because for testing purposes I don't need them. Safety first. Okay, ready? I'm not ready. The moment of truth. Wow. Now I'm pissed, and it was more than 1 year that I bought it. I'm not sure that the warranty is still valid. What the fuck? I was counting on this machine. I had to make a video. And now what? Tested by Parkside Tools. I recommend you. My favorite machine so far. Oh my god. So, I'm not an electrician, I'm not a big expert, but I suspect a motor failure or some wiring problems. First of all, I will try to contact the brand, the Parkside, and if it's not covered by warranty, I will try to fix this. No first cut today, no honest opinion. My honest opinion is that at least it can hold my coffee now. Stay tuned if you want to know how this story develops, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao! So here I try to switch it on once again, and it just trips the whole electricity in the workshop. Yeah.